video games.
All right, what's up? What's up, big ass niggas? What's up? Yeah, I had to go and come up in here and turn up just for a little second. For a little second, man. Because as we just seen, for those of y'all that was watching the game, the Golden State Warriors just went ham on the Clippers the last 5 minutes of the game to go ahead and advance to the next round of the play-in to face my Phoenix Suns for the final spot of the playoffs. Now, I must say, it's very bittersweet for me because obviously they got to face off against my team now. Because for those of y'all that don't know, I am a Phoenix Suns fan. And shout out to all my people that's here, that's in on X right now. X is popping right now. But shout out to shout out to the Warriors though. Even though they got to face my Suns, and for those of y'all that might be wondering, yes, I'm gonna root for the Suns to win. At the same time, I wouldn't be mad if the Warriors won. That's the only team that I wouldn't be mad and be hating on for a week if they beat us and stop us from making the playoffs. But obviously, if my Suns win, that's the only team that I wouldn't be hating on because they eliminated Steph. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's like bittersweet. You feel me? Because obviously I want my Suns to win, but see, my Suns ain't really got nothing on the line. That's the difference. What I don't like in this situation with Steph is that although the trio of the three greatest players of the Steph era. That's right, the Steph era. It's really not the LeBron era. The LeBron shit is propaganda. No, LeBron has been losing like crazy in his own era. All he's been doing is putting up longevity stats. But the Steph era, we know the three greatest players to come out of the Steph era is Steph, LeBron, and Kevin Durant. But Steph Curry has been having the least amount of help of all the players of the three players. And yet he's been getting all the heat. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always talking about Steph didn't do this, Steph didn't make the playoffs, Steph didn't do that. Really, to be honest, it's mostly just LeBron fans that say that. And they be trying to act like LeBron isn't playing with multiple superstars and first round draft picks and all stars and shit like that. That's the only reason why LeBron has been able to advance as much as he has. It's not because of him. It's because he's had a great team ever since he's been in his advanced age. And it's been the exact opposite for Steph Curry. In fact, Steph Curry, I don't think, without even checking, I'm pretty positive, Steph Curry hasn't had not one player probably to average 22 points per game or more since Kevin Durant has left his team. Think about that. So since 2019, we're now we are in 2026. Steph Curry hasn't had one player to average 22 or more on his team. And yet he's still been able to capture an NBA championship. So for all this Steph hate, because there was a lot of people talking a lot of noise saying, "Oh, he 0-3 in the play-in. He can't do. He's not good in these type of scenarios." All kinds of bullshit narratives they were trying to push. He shut that noise down today. Now he got one more to actually get into the playoffs. And again, I'm not rooting for him, but I'm not rooting against him. I'll put it like that. You feel me? But um, but also I got to give a big shout out to Draymond Green, people. Draymond Green played his ass off today. Obviously, if you look at the stat line, which a lot of this newer generation like to do, is just strictly look at stats and think that stats is what determines, how good you are. And obviously that's bullcrap. But the truth of the matter is Draymond Green played a very pivotal part today when it comes to the success of the Golden State Warriors today. Like, Draymond locked Kawhi Leonard ass up today. Like, he had 19 points going into the fourth quarter. I think he scored 2 points in the fourth, and that was like a dunk that Golden State kind of just gave them because it was like the game's over. We're really not tripping about you getting that because they were already up by like 9 points with like 20 seconds left. So they were like, don't risk a chance of a foul and giving them an and one. Just let them have that. We get the ball back. If they decide to foul, we'll play the foul game. We got the greatest free throw shooter of all time on our team. We're not worried about missing free throws to potentially throw the game. And of course, it worked out in their favor. So they're going on to advance. Also, got to give another big shout out to Al Horford. Al Horford was huge throughout the stretch, people. Like, dude hit some big shots down the stretch. He hit 3 big threes in the fourth quarter. Like, when they were really locking in, focusing on Steph, forcing him to give it up. And, the ball movement was going on. And that equals pretty much Al Horford being wide open. And he delivered. Seasoned veteran. That's what they picked him up for. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much it was a great game. Also, I did tune in for the Sixers. We can touch on the Sixers game really fast. The Sixers game was cool for me, the Sixers was able to go ahead and get it done even without Embiid, which I kind of figured they were. That's who I picked to win. But that game didn't excite me like this one. Probably because I'm a tad bit biased with me being a Steph Curry fan. I thought about going to the game, actually, but, I ended up not doing it. But, yeah, again, big shout out to the Golden State Warriors for advancing and making it to the NBA play-in final round. One more game left. I'm not rooting for them once again, but if they win, I'm not mad at them. So, for those of y'all, if you are on X, go ahead and follow me on X. I see a lot of people are there, but a lot of you aren't following me. That's tuning in the live right now. So, definitely follow me on X. I do a lot of NBA content and other stuff on this channel. I'm currently streaming on multiple platforms. But if you are interested in basketball content, raw, authentic basketball content, also follow me on my YouTube channel, Ugly Ass Nigga Hoops. For the ugly ass niggas that can hear me, that's right. You heard it right. Ugly Ass Nigga Hoops, ugly ass niggas. And it's spelled UGLYAZZ. Nigga is spelled NIGGAH Hoops, HOOPS, ugly ass niggas, ugly ass nigga hoops. You know what I'm saying? So you can also come over and come up sometimes because I let people come up and and have live discussions and stuff about certain topics. What's good, my boy Sean family? Yeah, I was just tuning in. I had to turn up a little quick, especially for that nigga Kenny. I see he ain't came up in here. I know he see that live on. He ain't gonna come up in here because he see that boy Chef one out. he was up in the Discord hating his ass out. But yeah, yeah, you gonna have to shut that hating ass shit up. But shout out to my boy SG as well. I'm actually, for those of y'all, for our Sean family and SG, what's good, Haiti? For Sean's family and SG though, I'm probably gonna switch over because they watching Power season 2 on the Discord. Um, I probably is going to switch over to Power, to do a live viewing of the season 2 as well. Kawhi did kind of choke, but at the same time, Draymond was locking his ass up. Like he was playing really good defense on him. Yeah, it's both. It's both. It's both. I agree. When you're a superstar caliber player like that, you can't let anybody lock you up like that. I do agree. But I'm just saying, Draymond did a hell of a job on it. You got the Suns. Hey, I got the Suns too. Matter of fact, where the hell this nigga Grandman at? Man, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. If the Suns advance, I'll take the bet. The Thunder ain't sweeping us. Fuck you talking about. Them niggas ain't sweeping us. But yeah, man, Chef had to just show them folks, this ain't that. But I will say this too, and this will probably be my last comments before I go ahead and check out. Because like I said, I wasn't planning on being out here too long. Well, it depends, depending on how the traffic is going. If the comments still coming in, then I'll probably stay on a little longer. But one thing I will say, if the Warriors do end up winning, let's say the Warriors win against the Suns, right? That means the Warriors will have to face off against Oklahoma City. We know how dangerous OKC is. Oh yeah, definitely hit the like button too. I ain't think about that shit. If you're on X, if you on UAN TV or UAN Hoops, hit the like as you come in. But one thing, you know how dynamic Oklahoma City is. One thing about Steph Curry, which is another testament to his greatness and of him this being the Steph Curry era and not the LeBron era, like they try to tell people. Steph Curry has never been swept before, people. Let that sink in. A lot of people can't say that. And I'm talking about the best of the best, the all-time greats of greats can't say that. Steph Curry has never been swept before. I repeat, Stephen Curry has never been swept before in the playoffs. So if he face off with OKC, it'll kind of be a legacy type thing because he's never been swept before. So every team that he's ever lost to in the playoffs has either been 4-1 or more. In fact, he hasn't gotten many gentleman sweeps done to him before either. So typically, every time Steph has been in the playoffs, it's been very competitive. If he lose, he lose. No, not making it to the playoffs isn't a sweep. You know, Haiti, if I had to bet my money on it, I would say OKC is a safe pick, but I don't know. I wouldn't just say 100% they'll lock in because it is three teams I'm looking at that can compete against them. It don't matter. 3-1 coming, somebody coming back from 3-1, that means he lost 4-3. He still won 3 games. He's never been swept before. When you can try to twist it however you want to twist it, the bottom line is Steph Curry has never been swept before, ever in his career. So, but yeah, what I was going to say is it's 3 teams I'm looking at that could potentially beat Oklahoma City. No, it's not. 3-1 is not worse. You can say whatever you want, but especially when you had multiple injuries and a suspension happen. It's not like they just was at full strength and then let them come back 3-1. That's not what happened. But I think the Spurs is probably their biggest threat. Then Denver is also a threat to them because Oklahoma City don't really have much of an answer for Nikola Jokic because they don't have great size to really deal with him like that. But I think Oklahoma City can beat Denver. That's my opinion. But it wouldn't shock me if Denver beat them. Also, going to the eastern side, I think the Celtics can give them a run for their money as well. Yeah, Denver, Spurs, and the Celtics in the East. They might say the Rockets. Hell, not the Rockets. Not the Rockets. Yeah, most of the people in the East are fries. I can agree with you on that, but not the. I think the Celtics are going to be legit because for them to be as good as they were, I think throughout the season without Tatum, and now Tatum is back and he's starting to catch a rhythm now. I think about because let's see who they're going to face off in the first round. They'll get a good. They're going to face off against the Sixers first round. I think the Sixers will give them a good little challenge to get Tatum into playoff atmosphere shape. So I predict the Celtics will take them down in like 4-2. So in about 6 games, I would say the Celtics will take them down. And then the next round, let's see, with them being in the 2 seed, they will probably face off against. Let's see who's in that 4 because they'll face off the winner of the 3 and the 6 seed. So the 3 seed is New York. So they probably would face New York next, which is the same team who eliminated them last year. So I say I actually think it seemed like to me New York is not as good this year. So I think they can dismantle New York in 5 games. My opinion. Probably beat New York pretty quicker, easier than they beat the Sixers. That's just my opinion of how I'm saying it. And then they'll face off against. I don't even know if Detroit will make it, bro. It's crazy. I mean, maybe so. But Detroit hasn't been tested. Obviously, Cade went down for a little while. You say you bet Boston don't come out. So who you think? Who you think coming out of the East? So how many games do I think Charlotte can win against who? Detroit? Because call me crazy. I think Charlotte will give Detroit a run for their money. I think, man, New York just don't. New York just, I don't know. It's like New York got a curse. Like New York is similar to Phoenix. Phoenix and the Clippers. No matter how good their team is, something gonna happen to make sure they lose. Like it is, but that's why, bro. I just don't believe in them niggas. Nah, New York or Detroit. I honestly, I would say, damn, I don't know, because New York beat them last year. They got practically the same team. Little things changed. They changed coaches, which seems like it might not be for the better, but we'll see. Hold on, Scotty boy. Where's the read? Where's the read? I know you ain't saying that Warriors and Clippers guy read. Hey, hey, no lie though, no lie. The the NBA is rigged as hell. No lie. That shit's so fucking rigged, it's crazy. I can't even cap. Yeah, yeah, that was weird. They let the weak ass Warriors go that run when they was up 11. I'm a Warriors fan today and knew that crap was rigged, just like that Hornets guy. The Hornets game did have like a rigged feeling to it. I'm not gonna lie, but the Warriors game, I don't know. It did seem like they were a little touchy on maybe the fouls, perhaps. But I mean, they made some big shots, bro. It's not like it was very questionable calls from it's not like it was questionable calls from the refs and shit like that, like a bunch of rigness. The refs calling a bunch of bad calls for them to win. It was what do you mean I got a lot of Jane West in there? What does that mean? Hey, Puma Fist. I balance it. I do it all. I pay attention to what's going on in the world. I pay attention to actually NBA is the only sport that I pay attention to, and I don't do it nearly as much as I used to. And I still pay attention to what's going on in the world. So let me enjoy it. Let me enjoy this while I can. No, Miami would have made way more money. That one wasn't really rigged. And some bullshit. Oh, Kanye West conspiracy people. Gotcha. Hey Billy, that's up in on Twitch. I forgot I was even streaming on Twitch. Don't nobody care nothing about your weak ass wrestling. Get your weak ass out of here. We don't care, bro. I promise you we don't. I'm not gonna wrestle you and nobody that's on here is. So we don't care, bro. I promise you. But I don't know what it be, bro. I mean, it be attracting some weird ass niggas on this channel, bro. You said the WNBA way worse. Way worse at what? Yeah, I think the Celtics got a legit chance at OKC because we haven't really seen what they look like with Tatum yet. You know, like full strength. All right, Puma Fist, we ain't about to do that, bro. You're not about to demonize us, people who like basketball. That's what we're not about to do. I enjoy playing the sport myself. You compete against other men playing sports, bro. So it's entertainment to see people compete at a sport that you enjoy. We're not going to try to make this something that it's not. Miami would you Miami would not make ways more money. You crazy. Well, I think what he's saying is that if Miami was in the playoffs, with them being a way bigger market, they would make more money than Charlotte being in the playoffs. That's probably what he's referring to. He said Poe was watching Tales from the Hood before he got in. Let me see what they had though on this Discord. Let me check that out. My boy YD, what's good, man? Yeah, the Orlando game was weird, bro. For real. Real talk. The Orlando game was a little weird because I don't know. It's like Ben Chero. That nigga just got. Matter of fact, that clown lost me my money too. I put up a little $10 on that, man. Clown fucked me up with that. Nigga can like he started out good, then he just stops going. I knew you was gonna ask me that shit. Look, hey, what lost us the game, bro. The truth be told is we missed way too many free throws. Folks putting it on any and everything else, but the real truth is we would have made our free throws, would have won. Especially, I actually put it on Devin Booker. Bro. Like you, the star player, you can't shoot 7 for 17. Obviously that's a bad shooting percentage. Then miss 5 free throws, and then I mean Jalen Green did have some bad turnovers kind of towards the end of the game, but I don't blame him for that because Jalen Green overall played a pretty good goddamn game. He was the one keeping us in it. And then also, Dylan is definitely not 100%. Like he's not playing nowhere near as good as he was prior to his injury in February. Like he got hurt in February, and ever since he returned on the 31st of March, he hasn't been the same. I think that hand is bothering him to a degree. You should have known that to bet on Paul George in no playoff atmosphere. I took the under for that nigga. Playoff P gonna always show. That's his job. That's also true, Miles. They definitely kicked our ass on the glass too, but we don't have much size. And then on top of that, when Mark Williams got in some foul trouble, we had to go even smaller with Iguodara, and They really was eating us up on the glass. And then that clown, what's that nigga name? At a whatever that nigga, y'all know who I'm talking about, play for Portland, that motherfucker. See, that's when you need Draymond Green on your team. When a nigga is serving you like that, Draymond would have put a whooping on that boy. He would have did a dirty move, made his ass think twice about coming down the lane like that. Hey, YD. Hey, I don't know who went and told you that, but yeah, you had a couple of people said something brought you up. Hey man, my nigga Book ain't no loser. He just losing right now. And hey, that run Booker went on 2020, 2020 to 2021, slightly 2022 as well. Even 2023, to be honest, was pretty damn good. It's just he did have like 2022. He had obviously he had a terrible game 7 when Luka then blew us out in 2022. But other than that, he played pretty well. And then he played pretty good 2023. 2024, he struggled against the Timberwolves for sure. I mean, he might not win a ring. He might not. We ain't gonna trade him though. Nobody's worshiping shit, Puma Fist. You really just wasting your time here. That's one thing I damn sure don't do. I don't worship shit. You'll never see me every day talking about another man and what his accomplishments are. But can I acknowledge somebody for something? Yes. Matter of fact, I'm about to just stop even answering your ass or even time your ass out. Because your ass doing a whole lot right now. Creating bullshit of what's not happening. Just because you don't like something, fine. Go find you something to do. Mm-mm. I ain't gonna block you. I might time your ass out, but I ain't gonna block you. And you definitely not right. Cause like I said, I don't worship nobody. I see a lot of idol and player and celebrity worship, but you'll never see me doing it. You'll never see me posting every day talking about them, worshiping them, saying, "Oh, look at how great that!" Like I see certain people do. You'll never see me do that. But would I speak on stuff? That's just like whatever it is that you do the most, I could spend the same thing to you, bro. Yeah, like that's niggas like you kill me with stupid shit like that because it's something that you do every day that you love the most, whatever it is. Somebody can say the same thing about you, and you probably would disagree. It's the difference between just straight up worshiping somebody and actually um, being actually admiring something that someone does. Like you sound stupid saying that shit. Like if that's like if you go to church, if you speak highly of your pastor, oh, you worshiping them. That shit's dumb, bro. So I got the Celtics or Pistons coming out the East. I'm going with the Celtics. That's who I picked when the moment I seen them saying that Tatum was coming back during the All-Star break when they said he was already doing 5-on-5 scrimmages. I said, okay, yeah, he's gonna be back really soon. I suspect the Celtics, as good as they're playing right now, they're already the 2 seed. Depending on how well JT synchronized with them, I got them coming out of the East. And so far, it looks like he's trying to fit in. He's not trying to do too much, but he's doing enough. I can see them coming out of the East. Anyways, though, I'm about to go ahead and check out and get ready for my other thing that I'm doing, probably the season 2 of because for those of y'all that's not that's that are fans of that are power fans, there we're currently streaming season 2 of Ghost up in the Discord, so I'll probably go up in there. Look, might do a live viewing for that. Possibly, we'll see. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that stopped through. But I'm gonna go ahead and check out, and I probably will do another follow up, live for all of the events and stuff that took place, the 2 playoff play-in days that we did sometime tomorrow. But until then, I'm gonna catch up with y'all tomorrow. Probably, I don't know. Can't say the time really. Maybe probably like around maybe noon. But just stay tuned. I'll let y'all know.